Hi, it's Bruce. It's Sunday, March 27th. I'm trying to wear a spring color, so it finally gets to be spring. It's been 2 weeks since my last blog, and I'm still a little throaty. If you watched the last one, I was basically bedridden. So I have my water, and let's carry on. Alright, in the last 2 weeks, I saw 4 shows, or we saw 4 shows, because Phil usually is with me. And first of all, I will discuss very briefly, and hey, if you're a child, just cut this off because there's going to be some F words here because I just don't want to. A show called, I think they call it in the paper The Mother with the Hat, but really it's The Motherfucker with the Hat. So, and I'll have to say, in these last 2 weeks, I heard the F word more than I've heard in any David Mamet play between 2 particular shows. Anyway, I saw an early preview of Mother with a Hat, and this is a play by Stephen Adly Gurgis, and it was an early preview. A few days after we saw it, I was reading some comments online about the play, and they had already taken out the intermission, which we had, and had shortened it. So obviously they're working on it. When I saw it, I thought it needed work. What it does have, it's got interesting character situations. It has great performances. Bobby Cannavale, you know, professional stage actor, really great. Annabelle Sciorra, who was lovely and wonderful, and I wish her scenes were a little bit bigger. I wish she had a little bit more to do. And most brilliantly at all, Yul Vasquez, who was hysterical. Very good. Now, the main selling point of this play is that it stars Chris Rock. This was an early preview. Chris Rock, I'm sure, will improve. He just didn't stand a chance next to Bobby Cannavale, but they're working on it. It had good things in it. Chris needs to get a little bit more stage presence, believe it or not, and feel more with the character and the interaction between the cast. But I'm sure what with line changes maybe going on and playing a character, you know, not being a stand-up. I know he's an actor. I know he's a good actor. I hope they pull it out. So, if you start hearing really great things about Mother with a Hat, I'm editing myself. I guess I don't want the children to hear. You know, give it a shot. It was on TDS. That's why we grabbed the tickets for an early preview, because I thought, wow, Chris Rock, got to see this. All right, now let's go to Master Class in Acting. The Importance of Being Earnest with Brian Bedford. Well, what can I say? This man can raise an eyebrow, turn a head, or say one word as Lady Bracknell in Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, and he has the audience in hysterics. Audience eat out of his hand. Beautiful production. He also directed the production. I have a feeling he knows his way around The Importance of Being Earnest. I've seen Brian Bedford on stage, I guess, since the 70s when he toured. He used to do some Moliere on Broadway, and then he'd tour it, and he'd come to Cleveland. And he was always an astounding actor. I think he only has 1 Tony. This is a very good year for men. Every time I see another man, I go, God, he could win a Tony. But then there's Al Pacino. Who knows? Okay, so what does Earnest have going for it? Everything. It's funny. It's still relevant. Santino Fontana is wonderful. David Furr is wonderful. And it's also got Paxton Whitehead and Dana Ivey. So this is like a 4-star, 2 thumbs up revival. It's extended through July. Go. Book of Mormon. We saw a preview right before the opening. Okay, now this is a great musical. I've enjoyed How to Succeed. I enjoyed Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I enjoyed the Book of Mormon. It's like one good show after another. Money's flying. Oh, I got a credit card bill today. Oh my God. All right, so there's a lot to see. Book of Mormon. Based on the Book of Mormon, and Joseph and the Travails of Joseph Smith. It's about some, I'm sure you've heard, it's about young Mormons going out to do their missionary work. They're teamed up at the age of 21, I believe, or something. And they teamed up with someone they don't know, another Mormon missionary, and they're sent to exotic or wonderful places such as New York, Chicago, Paris, or Uganda, which is what happens to our poor guys in this version. Okay, directed and choreographed by Casey Nicholaw and co-directed by Trey Parker. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, of course, are the people who bring us South Park, which I DVR every time it's on. So I'm a South Park fan. Music, book, and lyrics by Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Robert Lopez of Avenue Q fame. It's a lot like Avenue Q in a way. It has that sensibility, but way off the charts. I mean, I know Avenue Q had puppet sex, but this has, I don't know, maybe blasphemy? But well-grounded in why they're blasphemous. That's the point. It also is very tender. It actually, it doesn't like deride Mormons, although it does say a lot about their teachings, and you have to like laugh. You know, it sort of sounds like Scientology in a bit. But what it's got is that the creators actually put over the fact that Mormons believe. They believe deeply. They believe whatever is thrown at them, that's their religion. And this comes as a good quality in the end to these characters who won't say what happens with their Mormonism, but because of their firmly held beliefs and how innocently and wonderfully they believe, they live to conquer all. All right, in the cast, oh God, what are they going to do with the Tony nominations this year? There's so many people. Andrew Reynolds and Josh Gad are the two Mormon lead missionaries, and Nikki M. James either has the Tony nomination or maybe the Tony itself as the poor innocent Ugandan girl who wants to get out of Uganda and live in Salt Lake City. Highly recommend it. During the show, my mind did wander during some of the numbers because I'm thinking, well, they can't play this on TV, or God, I can't take my sister to this. It's very strict Catholic. I'm not sure if she'd like some of the lyrics. But that's where my mind wandered, because it was being so outrageous, but wonderful. And it's an old-fashioned musical, by the way. You've probably heard that, too. The reviews came out across the board. Raves. And you probably can't even get a ticket. So, try. All right. Last but not least, I think my favorite show of the season, War Horse. Lincoln Center. I'm a member. We went to a preview. It must be opening soon. The tickets are only $40 for Lincoln Center members for previews. Holy moly, what a brilliant show. This one had me crying in Act 1 and Act 2. It's just stunning. War Horse is adapted from the novel, adapted by Nick Stafford, and directed by Tom Morris and Marianne Elliott. It's theatrical, it's brilliant, it's stunning. There are horses in it. These horses, like, forget Equus. And I want to lobby right now, if there's any Tony nominating committee people out there, or if you know one, call them up and try to get them to nominate all the people who are the puppeteers and the handlers of the horses to get a supporting actor nomination, a joint this one is well deserved. These horses, especially the lead horse, Joey, these guys deserve a joint nomination because these horses, oh my God, I'm going to cry. I am. You feel for these horses so much. Okay, snap out of it. In the cast, I'll just mention two, the two cousins. Albert, who has the horse. I'm going to cry again. Did I like this play? Yes. Okay. Seth Numrick is Albert. Matt Doyle is Billy. And I think I'm going to end it here before I embarrass myself totally. Get tickets to War Horse. Take your tissues. It's brilliant. It's the best thing of the season. of a brilliant Broadway season. There's been so many things to see and so many more things to see, but I think you can tell I like that a lot. All right, onward and upward, more shows, more shows.